Hey guys, Nathan Brandon Masters. I just saw Upgrade. Oh man, that man, that is my jam right there, man. This this thing. I mean, I literally just saw this like a few minutes ago. Just finished watching it about 5 minutes ago, man. This thing was incredible, in freaking incredible. Now, some of you who are fans of the channel have been here for a while. You know, I used to be a huge, and probably still am. You know, you say I am a fan of a role playing game called Shadowrun. I used to love Shadowrun. It had everything I could ask for. It was basically urban fantasy cyberpunk. Okay, urban fantasy cyberpunk. That's my that's up my alley all day, right? So you know that's my thing. So that was one of the bigger games we used to play. It was Shadowrun, Rifts. Actually, more Heroes Unlimited than Rifts, and there's a game called Champions. So Shadowrun and Heroes Unlimited were my two favorites. And as a matter of fact, my Blastback role playing game, is based on both of those games. And while the D20 system is kind of like the granddaddy of them all, but the idea to implement a secondary success test system that came from Shadowrun. Even though mine is a percentile success test system, it's still inspired by Shadowrun. But I say all that to say, Upgrade is everything I've ever thought Shadowrun to be. You know, minus the urban fantasy part of it. So this is more like just pure cyberpunk. So it's a low budget film. You can tell it's low budget, but it didn't really need a high budget. It just needed what it had. And I was drawn in from the trailer immediately, the basic idea of what the film was, and the martial arts. You know, you give me a good martial art movie with like a great concept behind it, I got to go see that. Was this like The Matrix, Blade, which in my mind is generally a martial art film. A lot of those, you know, are obviously martial arts action films, but my preference are films that are more martial arts heavy than gun heavy. Typically, that's, you know, more my preference. And you can probably see that in a lot of my films. Even when I have characters who carry guns, they tend to do martial arts more than gunfights. But at the same time, one of the things that drew me into this film was the fact that a character had a gun arm. That made me go, oh, I gotta see this. Like, a gun arm is a staple in Shadowrun. A gun arm basically is just what it says. It's a gun built into your arm. And I saw a character had that in the movie. I'm like, dude, I know I gotta see this. I gotta see it. And I just loved every minute of it. I'm not gonna spoil the ending because I didn't see the ending coming. I had ideas of what was gonna happen, but I actually didn't see the end coming. And I should have. I should have if I had been paying more attention and understood exactly what was being said, or what, you know, why certain things made a difference. I would have got it. But you have to pay attention, and it's giving you clues. It's totally giving you clues, but you're so caught up on the action and everything. This is a standard revenge film, by the way. It's a film. A guy's wife is killed. He finds out it was a hit, and he goes after the people that did it. And you see from the trailer what goes on. What I enjoyed probably more than anything was watching this computer assisted martial arts. And it was, I know the Matrix kind of had that thing, with that, where you get the martial arts kind of pumped into your head and you just kind of know them. This was different because the computer was doing it, and the actor was so good in the way he moved, where it looked like it was a computer just, kind of controlling his limbs and things, putting them where they need to be and making the things happen that need to happen. He was very good at that. And that's kind of what sold you on the idea, or at least sold me on the idea of the robot, or the chip actually controlling him in the way it was. So I enjoyed that probably more than anything with those fight scenes and the way they did them, because they didn't overdo them. You know, they weren't overdone. There's like a final fight scene in there that's really amazing, because you'll see it when you see it. But I'll give you this much: remember the Sherlock Holmes fight in the Robert Downey Jr. movie where Sherlock Holmes was going up against Moriarty, and they were kind of guessing each other's moves. They knew what each other would do. There's a fight in there like that, and it's great because both people are computer assisted, and it's freaking awesome. And it's not just the actors and how they move, but also how the fight is shot. So it's this kind of almost disorienting fight, but you can actually follow it. It's not like it's shaky cam or anything. It's an actual fight that you can follow, but it's, there's just these incredible camera movements and things, and it works for this movie. The plot, like I said, the plot is a basic 90s action film revenge plot. Track down the people who did the bad thing and take them out one by one. That's pretty much it. If you like that kind of film, I think you'll enjoy this. I will say this: there is a scene at the bar with one of the main guys who's upgraded too. Watch for his sneeze. Watch when he sneezes. It's a crazy concept for a takedown. I was like, wow. So watch for that. I mean, what can I say about it, man? It's a good time, and that's what you go see a film for, right? You go see the film to have a good time. So I'll put it to you like this: go watch the trailer, and if you watch the trailer, you'll pretty much know whether you want to see this film or not. Okay, because the film is the trailer, except for the fact the trailer didn't just give you every awesome thing that was in the film. It just gave you enough to say, this is what this film is about, and if you like these elements, you'll like this film. So I enjoyed it immensely. It's there. You can get it here on YouTube. You can rent it. It's $3.99 for a rental. And for a long time, you couldn't rent it. It was just, you had to buy it, or you just didn't see it. But finally, they went into they let you rent it now, and I would get it. It's definitely worth the rental. And other than that, guys, that's it. So go ahead, check that out. Also, check out Hexcraft Mechanics. That is my 56-page urban fantasy action book, written and drawn by me. I'm trying to crowdfund it. It's on Indiegogo right now. Link is in the description. It supports me and the channel, and it helps me create more stuff in the future. So you guys take it easy. Nathyn Brennan Masters. Hasta.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die, looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just